Hi everyone, this is the team of Surya, Veena, Adarsh, Niketan Trust, and my name is Rasmi Ranjan. I'm president and trustee of this organization. Today I would take this platform and this opportunity to introduce you all to this organization and the amount of work which this organization is doing in order to serve its society, its country in a better way. Surya, Veena, Adarsh Niketan Trust was founded in the year 2010 August in a state of Jharkhand under the Govt. Of Jharkhand with its other branches and its franchisees all over the country who are working towards a common cause, that is making our society a better place for everyone to live in. We are actually working in diversified domain. One is training, education, consulting, and social service. Now, this is totally, as I said, as I mentioned in my first line, that it's a non-profit organization. So our main concern always remains serving our people at whatever cost it is. And to do this noble cause, we have joined hands with several generous people in India and abroad, state government, central government, people who are actually coming forward guiding us on how to do the fundraising for all these causes, helping the underprivileged section of the society, training the youths of this country in a better way. So to do this work in a better way, what we did was we divided the organization into 4 units. The first one is SARA Consulting, which works for rural and urban employability. We train the youth of this country for a better future, so that they don't fall prey to the unemployability. They can think out of the box, can be rising entrepreneurs, can be social entrepreneurs, can work in diversified domain, whether it's into IT, whether it's in any other technology, whether it's a noble cause of teaching, or just taking it ahead, a step ahead, being a part of a sponsored program and being benefited for some R&D project. So we are actually helping in various ways the youth all over the country. So that is one thing which we are working in under SARA Consulting. We are actually providing training programs to the corporate, state government, and to the unskilled laborers everywhere in the country through our franchises, through our partners, associates, actually in the field of stress management, project management, risk, time management, and various other vocational training as well related to embroidery, weaving, computer technician. So there are multiple courses in which we are actually training the youth of this country, male, female, all are welcome to be a part of this program and get benefited in every way possible. We move on to the next unit, which is Gyan Anant, which is actually working in the field of providing formal and informal education to the masses at the rural sector and the urban sector. We are actually also motivating the adults to come down for an night classes adult education program. So we are actually trying to bring those people who have somehow unfortunately not been able to complete their formal education. So in that case, we are also seeking funds, and we are requesting all the people out here who are listening to me to come forward, donate generously for this good cause, and bring more enlightenment to the country through the medium of education. The next unit which we are talking about is Majestic, which works on the overall health and personality development of every individual, whosoever is concerned, male, female, children, everyone. And we are not only talking about physical health, we are talking about mental health, spiritual health. So we conduct certain activities, innovative, entertaining activities, which not only entertain a person physically, mentally, spiritually, but also uplift his morale. That is the first and foremost requirement for our country, because we don't lack, as in science, technology, or wealth. What we lack is the morality. That is what is the governing factor for the overall system within the country. So our last unit, which is nevertheless, which it's hurt actually, and it carries out all the social activities. So under the hurt, we have worked with the Prime Minister office for raising the fund for breast cancer patients. Working for blind, certain organizations which are dedicated towards serving the blind, deaf, dumb. So handicapped people who are not getting the right assistance, right guidance, we are helping them out at whatever best we can do. We are actually donating clothes, money, whatever, to help our countrymen to the maximum we can do, up to the limit, because it's a family run trust, so we have our limits as well. So this is all about SVANT, and I will take you quickly through my other slides to give you a better insight about exactly what is the current scenario, and how SVANT is the answer, the right answer to all these problems, and why as an individual or as a corporate you should be joining hands with us and walk hand in hand to fulfill our dreams together of making this country a better place. Friends, when you are seeing this slide, you will realize the current scenario in our country, the difference, the huge difference between rich and poor, safe and unsafe population, privileged and underprivileged, skilled and unskilled. So you are actually able to get a right picture of our country. Okay, so this slide is basically to bring your attention to the miseries existing in our country and how we all together can sort it out. So my next slide talks about India signing. Now you need to decide what India are we talking about. Okay, so the other, just to simplify it, I call India the modern India which is full of malls, IT hub, planned city, well furnished infrastructure. So I call that India. Okay, with top engineers and everyone working towards making India sign. Okay, but somewhere below this signing India, there is a country which I call it as Bharat, which is somewhere in villages, somewhere near the drain, in the slum, not even having the basic infrastructure. So that is what I am talking about. I am trying to demarcate India versus Bharat. Okay, and we all as a citizen of this country need to understand this difference and try to do whatever best we can to eradicate this gap, remove this difference as much as possible in the best of our ability. So friends, my next slide talks about the activities which we have been doing. We have been providing the corporate trainings, we have been providing the training at a grassroots level, we have been conducting the various programs for the campuses, educational campuses. We have been working hand in hand with the various government bodies in terms of e-governance, trying to get the best technology, best people worldwide to come down to India, devote their time, money for this noble cause. So that is a glimpse of what we are doing right now. Okay, now when we move on to the next slide, we are talking about our first project, which is the unique of its kind, not launched so far as per the best of our knowledge, which is called a 1 rupee scheme. Now friends, you don't need to donate hundred thousands of dollars, not the priority for us at the moment. What we are looking forward and what we request to you is, every one of you can just donate 1 rupee, 1 Indian rupee, and at the end of the 30th day or 31st day, you can just bring 31 rupees to Surya Veena Adarsh Niketan Trust account. Okay, and believe me, all this amount is used for the better operations, for the better facility generation for the underprivileged. Okay, so we are using as much the donation which is coming to us redirected towards the underprivileged people. So this is the 1 rupee scheme, and I think this every one of you can afford to and can devote little of your amount towards this noble cause. So moving to the next slide, I would like to introduce this program, this mega project called Women Empowerment and Sustainability, which definitely needs all your best help and support in every way possible. We are talking about empowering women, so we need to provide skill development program to them. as you can see, embroidery, education, computer knowledge, some gardening and related to the environmental protection and all, where we are involving the women. So there are so many other activities which I am unable to put down here for your better view, but I would just give a glimpse of what exactly is going on. And for this we definitely need good amount of infrastructure, money and everything, and we are going phase by phase as our project report says, as submitted to the concerned corporate authorities and the government authorities. So we would like to talk in person with you as and when you see this and you would like to reach us. Please feel free to call us as soon as possible, and we can talk on the project plan and the way of execution and how things are getting in place. The next slide talks about the educational system and how SVANT, that is Surya Veena Adarsh Niketan Trust, is working on its project called SVANT Campus 360 Degree, which works around the educational campuses in India. And what exactly happens out here is about 360-degree transformation of not only the students but educational system, educational campuses, which definitely forms the major part of the system, and how things are moving here. So what exactly do we do here? We do a campus assessment. Now till date you must have only heard about assessment of the students, but what we do out here is a campus assessment which is unique of its kind, and I can assure you no other company or organization does it. And if they might be doing it somewhere in the world, they must be doing it for some big profit. But what we are doing here is a very low cost but best quality oriented, result oriented program. So SVANT Campus 360 Degree does first initially the campus assessment, which covers right from a gatekeeper of the college to the principal, and there are certain parameters, qualitative, quantitative, etc., blah blah blah, so many parameters on which a campus is being judged as the better place or not for the students and for the society to look up to. Okay, now after that assessment we provide a grading 1 to 10 to them, which definitely helps them to demarcate from their contemporaries and the other colleges and the educational campuses in that region. Okay, now once we do the grading, we just don't leave them to the God. Okay, so we are there definitely to train them. Okay, we are there to provide a right kind of training to their people, their management, their staff, and to groom them up so that as a team, as a unit, they propel ahead and bring some quality output in the form of delivery of the students, when they join the corporate world or they go into the society or prepare themselves for a future, to future diplomats. So, we do a 360-degree transformation through our training program. Now, when we are doing this training program, what happens after this? We are putting them to a live project, because till the time you don't put a person to an execution level, just theory does not bring changes. You cannot bring a dramatic change overnight, It needs a gradual grooming, and that only comes with the live project experiences. And the type of project we provide, I'm sure these projects have not been yet conceptualized, where the students have been put into the execution under the guidance of the wonderful leaders, the project managers with several years of extensive experience at different level of society. Okay, so once these guys have done their live project experience, we then move them to the next level of internship and job assistance, either under some government department or under some corporate department. So we are actually working hand in hand with both government and corporate, and that's how the future of the students are secured while undergoing our training program or grooming session. And as a result of this, it not only changes the shape of the student future, but it also changes the quality of education being imparted at this moment in our society, in our educational system. So I would love to talk to you one-on-one about different programs and how each level of program is bringing a gradual change, and how this is being connected to different level of programs and agencies who are involved in it. So please do connect with me at the end of this slide immediately, as soon as possible, at your convenience, and I would love to work hand in hand with you for this noble cause. So friends, wonderful. I think it's a great sharing all these things with you, bright people who love to bring changes at whatever level they could bring. And I would request you to contact us Well, we are, as I said, we are a fully registered organization with a valid PAN number, the tax identification number, current account, everything. We are 2.5 years old now, verge of completing 3 years very soon, in August. So August 2013. So it's the great time when we all can join hands together and can march hand in hand to bring this revolutionary change in our society. So do write to us at this email, info@svant.org, or you can call me immediately on this number. So once again, on behalf of Surya Veena Adarsh Niketan Trust, I thank you and looking forward to hear from you ASAP. Thank you and have a great time.